All right, let's get things underway. I'm going to go ahead and move us over to here first. Hey, everyone. And let me go ahead and give Spotify the, well, not the rest of the stream off, but most of the rest of the stream off. Hey, everyone. Spidey Librarian here. And welcome to Show It. We're going to be watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Season 3, Episode 10 tonight. It is the season finale, and it's called New Life and New Civilizations. I have stayed away as much as I could from spoilers today because everyone was watching this today. And, I mean, some people have already gotten their reaction videos made, cut, and published. I would love to be able to afford an editor like that, but since everything is in-house, it goes at a micro snail's pace. It's kind of ridiculous. So anyways, I see, oh, yep. Hello, Trouble. Look who's here. Someone wants her, she wants her treats. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull this over here. We're going to try to get Trouble as much in frame as possible. And then we're going to get her some treats. We're going to give her some treats. And then we are going to move on and get ready. Okay? Okay. Here we go, Trouble. All right. Hey, CG. How you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I have her trained to know that it's 6, but there were 2 bonus ones that came up in my hand today. Uh-huh. Oh, here. Here. All right, and there we go. And now she's running away. Okay. All right. So with that done, she's like, she gets them all and then she just runs off like, nope, I don't want to, I don't want to be pet by you, Dad. Let's see, you hope that the season finale isn't disappointing for me. I mean, so far, and I'm probably in the relative minority here. This show has not really had a major misstep for me. There are 1 or 2 like scenes or scenarios during this season where I've kind of been like, did we really have to do that, or did we have to go that far with it? But for the most part, I don't know. I'll talk about it during the intro, but I mean, this show is pretty much the reason that I subscribe to Paramount Plus. So, all right, okay. But with all that said and done, let's go ahead and move over to the overlay. You know, my very cool, very crowded overlay. And I'm gonna take a second and see. There we go. There's a very slight gray line over the top that I was it was driving me a little batty. And now I'm going to try to angle up the camera a little bit better, make sure that there we go. Okay. Yeah, and now I don't look like this doesn't look like a German angle going on behind me, or at least not quite as much. So all right, anyways, let's go ahead and get the sound test underway. We're going to go ahead and just do the regular thing that I do. You put on the headphones. You plug in the headphones. You, why did it ask me if I had plugged in headphones? That's interesting. We're going to mute the desktop audio, and I'm just going to go ahead and start the episode, get like, I don't know, 10, 15 seconds in, and hopefully I'll hear it and you guys won't. If any of that ends up being untrue, somebody let me know. Let's go ahead and just see what happens. Okay. All right. Trouble, I hear you and I love you, but you need to leave me alone right now. Okay, it sounds good on my end. I'm not seeing any evidence that you guys can hear it, so hopefully you can't. Bum, ba-da. Okay, all right, so we're going to take it back to the 0, 0, 0. All right, and it looks pretty good. Okay. Let me see. Trouble might want out. Let me see if I can. Trouble. Oh, there she is. Trouble, what are you doing? I have no idea. She's like pawing at something in her food box. Hey, want to go outside? I love that cat, but my God, is she a little brat sometimes. Okay, all right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Before we do, I just want to go ahead and let anyone who is new here know that if you are looking for video or audio from the feature in question, not going to happen tonight, that on a live stream, that creates copyright issues that I don't want to deal with and that you don't want me dealing with. So if that's what you're looking for reaction content, this footage will be eventually used to make reaction videos. I don't know how long that'll take, but that's not what it is. So if that's what you're here for, feel free to click elsewhere. I don't want to waste your time, and I definitely don't want the negative engagement from people who feel like, you know, this is a waste of their time. I don't know what to say to you. Okay, so to the point that we will be making reaction content, there will be an intro. There will be a viewing. There will be what I call the postmortem, where we react to and review the episode that we just watched. And then there'll be an outro, and then we'll be done. And that's kind of how this works. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do the intro, and we are going to do that starting now. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Show It, the live streaming show where I watch an episode of a show on my YouTube channel and react to it. Tonight's feature is going to be Season 3, Episode 10 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. It is also the season finale. As Show It is a watch party and reaction show, this will serve as a watch party and reaction to Season 3, Episode 10 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And I'll go ahead and give out the title of the episode too. New Life and New Civilization. Uh, I'll be honest with you guys. Star Trek Strange New World is kind of the reason that I have a Paramount Plus subscription. I had seen enough clips of the show on YouTube that I was very intrigued. It looked not only to kind of throw back to the time of the original series, obviously because it's set there, but it does it not only with updated production values, but really with kind of a wink and a nod to what the rest of Star Trek is, including the original series. And while things may not look quite the same as they did back in 1966, I rather like the updated look and kind of am able to just kind of go with it as this is what we're capable of now, as opposed to 59, 60 years ago. And I don't know, I just really love this show. I like Captain Pike, who is one of the most noble characters in Star Trek at this point. His empathy, his care for his crew and for the people around him, even of adversaries. It's very inspiring, and it really is kind of at the heart of what I envision Star Trek to be about. So I've been looking forward to this one. I've been trying to catch these as quickly as I can, and I finally got all the way caught up like maybe 2 weeks ago. And so I've kept on it, and so I've waited until tonight so that way I could watch and react to this finale on my YouTube channel. I haven't watched the rest of the series on the channel, but we'll get there at some point. I just figured since the monthly theme is Star Trek, I would dedicate an episode of Show It to the season finale of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and we are going to do that in just a moment. If you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoy these reactions, consider sharing this out with your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. In this case, Star Trek fans. Whether you like or dislike this episode, let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this show. And finally, you can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. Each show has its own playlist under the category Watch Party. I will also be creating a special list of Star Trek shows for my Star Trek theme month, for my Star Trek theme month, which can also be found under the category Watch Party. All right, and we're going to go ahead and get started in just a moment here. Let me just make sure. I'm going to see if I can shrink myself down just a tiny bit. There we go. All right, we're going to get the headphones on, and we are going to get this sucker on go. This episode is going to be 55 minutes and 33 seconds long. When I throw out the whip, I'm going to basically take about a second after I throw it out to hit play, and then maybe another 1, 2, 3 seconds to hit start on the timer. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put about 2 seconds on the timer, give myself a little bit of leeway, and hopefully I'll get things to sync up. And Trouble is meowing at me. Trouble, what's up? No, I don't have time to give you attention right now. I love you very much, but I can't do that. Just like nosing around through an old backpack. Okay, all right. So, I think we're ready to go. All right, let me just get things into position. Okay, all right. Okay, everyone. Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, Season 3, Episode 10, New Life and New Civilizations. Here we go. Okay, and I think we've got things lined up. We're going to go ahead and just do our best with what we got. Here we go. And there we go. I'm bumping the camera already. Bum ba dum. Oh, yes. Context. Oh, we're going to revisit the Gorn thing with Captain Batel. Yeah, why did that happen? Why did Captain Batel and Spock nearly come to blows? Oh, that poor guy. What was that character's name? The nurse, that poor guy. Uh what what? Okay, yeah, that's right. Mbenga and or Mbenga, Batel and that nurse came to blows. Oh, somehow I didn't catch that Scotty did that. Okay, so what are the Vesda, I think is the big question here. It's a great recap. Whew. Oh, God. You're dating the Judge Advocate General? Of course. You're the Judge of Starfleet. What did you do, Chris? Oh, he prepared an entire reception for her. I love the way that he sets up the this office. Is this are these his quarters? Nice. For you, yeah. This is they got Uhura this way. This was great. I love the kilt. That is awesome. Oh God. A time what? A time traveling doctor? What? What did he say? What? It seemed to trigger you for a moment. Oh, they're cute. Those two are cute. I love them. I kind of fear for Batel. Uh, she's kind of my strongest candidate for who they'll kill off in the name of danger for this show. Okay, so these are Vejda worshippers? Okay. Wait a minute. Have you heard the woman talk, Chapel? Come on. What is going on? To deliver us to okay, that is concerning phraseology there. Uh uh what oh no. Gamble. Oh, that was his name. Oh crap. Uh, yeah, wow. Okay. All right, I'm in. I love this intro. They've riffed on this introduction like 3 different times. Like they've done an animated version, they've done an a cappella version with none of the instrumental music. And then earlier this season they did the Pike as a stilted Vulcan doing his intro. So, I don't know. It's one of the things that I like about this show. This show is not afraid to be silly because Star Trek back in the day when it first started, I mean, there were episodes that were very silly. I would point you to The Trouble with Tribbles as one example, you know? Ba da 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 da. Right. Yikes. Oh, so okay, they know. They know. All right. Oh, joy. So lots of people who won't like you. A plan or God willing both. Oh, that is a bold move sending him Benga. He really liked Gamble. So, wow. Like, he is going to be really angry at this thing. That could lead him to become emotionally compromised. Oh, she wants to come too. Okay. Yeah. Something about, yeah. Something about the, I don't know, the Gorn DNA, I guess. I don't know. That would be life or destiny. Okay. Yeah. Destiny works. Oh. she she just didn't like the scratchiness of your beard, boo. Okay. And they are already here. I don't know that sending Chapel was a good idea either. I also like how one of Mbenga's things is like, hey, you remember that mission? Let's do it. Did she just Vulcan neck pinch them? I was gonna say, this is not the time, but that is freaking hilarious. Chapel's like, that's what you guys do? You practice the Vulcan nerve pinch? And Laan was like, what, are you jealous that you couldn't get it? Just go. That is an excellent question. Spocko? What? Ley lines? Uh-huh. That's mysticism there, buddy. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Yep. So these Vesda sound a lot like the Pa Wraiths from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. I can't believe they were just able to walk in and find him. Oh man. Oh, poor Gamble. This dude is like an intergalactic cult leader. I mean, this mostly looks like women that are gathering around him and worshiping. Oh. And gouging their eyes out, apparently. Holy Jesus. Oh, God. Okay, well, that was terrifying. Kirk. The Farragut is coming. Okay. Oh, he knows that. Okay, all right. So Jim Kirk will be around. Okay. Ortegas hasn't said a thing so far. Yeah. I don't know if I trust him at this point. Okay, well, never mind. When Uhura's like, I can verify some of this. Yeah. Whoa. Swahili? Oh my god. Oh. Specifically him. Yeah. Oh god. Oh, I don't like the way any of this is sounding. Get oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. And now he's in here with that thing. Who is this guy? Why are they... See, yeah. I don't know that including him was a good idea. This guy is horrifying to behold. Yeah, you can thank him later. I have a feeling you're going to regret bringing him into this. Oh, God. Battelle. And now she's glowing. And we can see the cosmos in her eyes. What is going on? Yeah, that's a good point. They're riding those ley lines. Yeah, on a pictograph on an altar. She looks like Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Oh no. Okay. Oh, she is the statue? If the statue is keeping them prisoner, then her life is in danger. Ooh, good question. Oh, what happened? Their heads kind of split open or something. Light was coming out of them. These are people trying to get out of the prison, aren't they? Well, yeah, they are. Oh, like the first evil from Buffy? Okay, that is a really interesting theory, but why? Why would she? Oh, okay. Yikes. That's wow. Oh God. Yeah, that's true, I suppose. Oh no. We're gonna lose her, aren't we? So what does that mean for her right now? Oh boy. Yeah. She got she went all Black Widow basically. Of course he is. It's flippin' Pike. Of course he's going to go with her. I mean, I guess if she's going to go in, she probably needs a second person, so okay, yeah. Get power to them. Two batteries. Yeah. What about two? And the Farragut is on its way. That's a tall order. And of course Spock has an idea. Yes. Not screw up, yeah. Well, guess what? Oh boy. Are they going to mind meld? One hell of a date. Spock and Kirk. Their first mind meld. Yay! Call me Jim. Oh, I love that. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Here we go. Okay, all right. Never quite seen that before. That's really cool. Two starships right next to each other in oh my god. I mean, I can't blame her. I'm kind of mesmerized by this too. Holy. Okay, and now damn. All right, Pike and Battelle, you're up. Hit it. Okay. Now they need to find yes. There he is. Oh. Well, that looks hideous and slithery. Yes, you are. Yeah, well, you got what you deserved, didn't you? Yeah. Uh-huh. My God. It's like, are we gonna do this? Uh-oh. Her hands are going all Captain Marvel. Is that fear I see in your um eyes, as it were? What? Okay, I'm guessing that's hell, I'm not gonna guess. We're just gonna keep going. Oh boy. What did we get? Uh-huh, that's true. Christopher Bedell. It's tradition, yeah. Hey, if you're gonna, she's gonna. What do we got? Chef Pike, the apron of destiny. I swear, I think I saw her eyes roll before they turned. I'm on the way. Look at they they're getting time together. Oh, they know. Oh God. Oh, boy. What? 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 Okay, okay. Well, yeah. That's that's good. Yeah, that's life for like everyone. The knock on the door keeps coming. They are terrible at answering the door. Wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's Robert April's kid. Uncle Spock, Uncle Sock. Okay. No, they are very young. What is going on with the knocking? Something is showing them the life that they want, not necessarily the life that they're going to get, right? Okay, all the pictures. Oh man. They got that beautiful life that they wanted. Shooting stars, yeah. What is a gift, huh? This is a beautiful story, but it's not the story. Right. This is Marie's motivation. It's a beautiful story. But it's not the real story. No. Oh, God. She is cool as a cucumber. I would be freaking out right now. The hell? She just she just willed them all back into prison. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Back into prison you go. And she sealed the door. And I guess that's it for Marie Battelle. No. No, you're always going to have lives apart. That's kind of the nature of being in Starfleet. Their first 3D chess. Yep. Uh, a mind meld. Okay. What about the brothers finally get to hang out. Oh, he needs the strong stuff tonight. She had to become the statue. What? Is that the robe that she got him in the future? It's just his robe. Okay. Life is crazy like that, man. Oh, we got another. Okay. Oh, shooting star. Is it? I don't know about that. That was good. That was really good. No, no, no. Hold on. We've got like a minute of credits left. We're going to go ahead and just let that do its thing. So, okay. I know that we've got 2 seasons left, or a season and a half, depending on how you want to interpret it. But we do know that Strange New Worlds goes away after um after 2 more seasons. And I think in some ways this, I don't know, this ending kind of shows that it knows that, you know. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Are we done? We should be done. All right. Okay. We are good to go. Okay. All right. So, uh, if you guys heard any noise, don't mind that. That's just me knocking stuff over. I'm really good at it. So, okay. I don't know. For anyone who is watching this with me, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please feel free to tell me what parts you liked, what parts you disliked. Ooh, I've got some opinions here. So hold on. I'm gonna take a second and mess with the light balance on my video. They keep changing it, and I don't like it. That should be the light balance right there, and it keeps changing, and I don't like it, but whatever. Nobody ever asks my opinion on anything, including camera automation protocols, so. Okay, all right, so let's talk about this. So this was an interesting episode in that we got to explore more of the Vesda from what, like half a season ago. And I was pretty upset that that Gamble got kind of killed off the way he did. But now it's like these non-corporeal, like, body possessing beings are I mean, they're kind of like the first evil from Buffy. Like, they are the thing from which all evil comes. And that's interesting, I suppose. But it also, oh, you know what I need to do? I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and just stop the timer and then reset it. There we go. I often forget to do that. So, um, but I mean, like, I don't know. There are always so many stand-ins for like the most evilest thing ever. The Vesda in this case feel like a, no, we're the most evil thing ever, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I would have preferred to find out that they were like Pa Wraiths before we met Pa Wraiths in Deep Space Nine, or some kind of existent energy-based threat, or even a new one. I mean, I guess they are a new one, but like the idea that they are the first evil, and that Batel has to be like the first good or whatever to combat them. Um, I, I mean, I had my concerns about Batel's fate and her survivability. And I guess in some ways she does survive, but she's essentially gone from the narrative now. And so I guess in that sense you could say that she did die. Um, I've still got red flags over Ortegas, Laan, and Una at this point. But I had one over Marie as well, especially when they spliced her with a Gorn. And and it's interesting. I'm not going to say that I like it. I'm not saying that I dislike it either, but I thought it was interesting how they took a lot of the things that have happened to Marie over the course of this show, her being spliced with the Gorn, the oh god, the flower thing that they used earlier, when they had to use Una's blood in order to save her life a season or two ago. Oh no, that was during the Gorn thing, wasn't it? My god. My brain just doesn't want to work tonight, guys. Um and they kind of mythologized it. It was kind of like, well, we've had to do all of these really kind of out there things in order to save her. Like, maybe there was a reason for it. Um, it's the whole fate versus destiny versus free will versus, whatever you want to call it. Um, it made for an emotional story that I I could see the writing on the wall kind of from the get-go. Like, as soon as they snapped forward to see the life that they could have had together and that they wished for and everything, I kind of knew what was coming, and that probably took a little bit of the emotional impact out of me. Not necessarily because I've seen this sort of thing before, but because I'm savvy enough to understand when when you skip forward, especially in the middle of some kind of a battle that's going on, that you're not getting the future that is being depicted. And I like that they showed it. I like that they showed the ideal life that Chris and Marie could have had. And then, but I knew that they were going to take it away. And so I just don't know that there's a cure for that. So it took away some of the emotional impact that would probably surprise people who are maybe newer to this show and are a little more, I don't know, they're a little less familiar with the tropes of Star Trek and everything. I'm not sure how to feel about Pike's line at the end where he says this is essentially a new reality or something to that effect. What? Like I got the feeling that that was basically just kind of what you wanted. It was your wish fulfillment dream, and it served the purpose of giving Marie the motivation that she needed in order to defeat Gamble Vesda. And I didn't see any indication to believe that Pike's future had been altered, which is kind of what I take that line to mean. As far as I can tell, as far as I'm concerned, at least, uh, he's still going into the life support chair. It's just, you know, like to me, it's sort of like it's like in Doctor Who, sometimes you have an event. What do they call it? They call it time locked or something, where it cannot be changed. That is something that needs to happen, and I have this feeling that that's still going to happen. But but it was good, and it was an emotional story, and it was epic, and we got we got Mbenga. We got to see part of his life story on that tablet. We got to see Spock and Kirk mind meld for the first time, and we can see that their friendship is becoming a thing, and I really like that. Um, as someone who is familiar with the franchise over the years, it's just fun to see those things coming into play. You guys probably saw me just like go hee, do my little kid clap thing. Um, so that was fun, and I really enjoyed all of that stuff. I I don't know. I kind of wish that I had been a bit more emotionally impacted by the story that was told and then taken away from them. And while I definitely feel Chris's sense of loss and his sorrow at the end and his unwillingness to talk about it just yet. Um, I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of in a position where that kind of thing is just not going to have the effect on me that I wish it would. I would have liked to have been emotionally gut punched and cried a little bit at the end of this one, but it didn't happen. It simply didn't happen because I just I suppose for lack of a better term, I was able to see the writing on the wall ahead of time. There were a couple of moments. Scotty in the kilt and the dress uniform during that reception was great. It was a nice little callback to when they did that to Uhura in season one. I definitely approve. Um, and don't think I didn't catch the little reference that Pelia made when she said, "Oh, let me tell you about this time traveling doctor I used to go around with." I was like, "Yeah, okay, I get it. I see what you're doing." Making an oblique little Doctor Who reference. Very, very funny. I caught it. I kind of rolled my eyes a little bit, but I giggled, at least internally. I don't know if I did externally. But overall, it was a good episode. It really was, and it was a good season. I definitely like the idea of the Vesda. I don't know if we're gonna see them again though, because it feels like if we see them again, then Captain Batel's sacrifice was completely in vain. And I think that would piss me off, actually. So we'll see what happens, but I know we're getting a season four. I know that it's going to contain puppets. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm eager to see that one too. But overall, I enjoyed this episode and this season quite a bit, and hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, consider sharing this out with your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. In this case, Star Trek lovers. What'd you think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this show. You can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. Each show has its own playlist under the category Watch Party, and I will be additionally creating a playlist of Star Trek shows that can also be found under the category Watch Party. And I think that's... oh, no, we're not quite done. And finally, channel memberships are now live on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Check out the membership tiers and see which benefits you'd like access to. Perks include shoutouts, members-only videos, members-only live streams, and early access to selected uploaded content, and other benefits as well. And that's not even mentioning my custom emotes and badges, which I think look pretty good. Check out the membership tiers today and see which perks you'd like access to. And now I think that's everything. So thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. All right, let me see what CG has been saying. All right. I don't know Captain Pike very well. I remember him being played by Bruce Greenwood in a few films. He did Batman's voice for Young Justice, Gotham by Gaslight, and Under the Red Hood. I remember Under the Red Hood and going, oh, that's Bruce Greenwood. Cool, you know. Let's see. I primarily know Anson Mount from his brief but memorable appearance in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. The funny thing about that appearance is that Anson Mount also played Black Bolt in the much reviled and very short-lived first season of the, what was it, the Inhumans? Yeah, the Inhumans. And he wasn't allowed to speak because he was playing Black Bolt. So that's a tough role for an actor to take. Leonard Nimoy was arguably the best actor of the original cast, so he hopes that the new Spock actor has been doing a good job. I think Ethan Peck has been doing a fantastic job, frankly. I think Ethan Peck is doing a good job of showcasing Spock as being younger and a bit more human, like embracing of his human half than Leonard Nimoy's Spock is. And I think that works, you know, because when you're young, you're trying to figure all these things out, and so, you know, I think the image of Spock and La'an, like when they were both meditating together, like each kind of opened their eyes to see if the other was looking at them. I don't know. I thought that was a really cute moment that I think works for Spock. And I have fears that La'an is going to die during her relationship with Spock, which will cause him to further distance himself from his human half and go as coldly logical as we see him by, say, you know, the original series or even the first feature film. So let's see. I hope that the season finale lived up to your expectations. Yeah, it did. It did. Do I wish I had been a bit more affected by it? I do. But when you're someone like me who is watching every episode and, you know, kind of glomming onto every theory and everything, and I mean, I spend a lot of time on TV tropes. you know, it gets hard to not see these things coming, and so it's such a genuine surprise when they do, like when you get surprised, but it's still pretty rare. So I don't really fault the show for that, though. Like, I have a feeling this show, for people who are relatively new to Trek, this was probably a pretty impactful episode, particularly at the end. So, you never watched Inhumans? You don't have to. You do not have to. In fact, I would argue that you're better off not watching it. It's not good. The very little of it that I did see, I was like, I don't need to watch any more of this. So, which is sad because I really like Anson Mount, but yeah, no, that show, I'm sorry, it did not do him any favors. So, all right, guys. Well, I am gonna head off. Thank you guys for being here with me and hanging out while we watched the season finale of Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. This is one of those shows. Again, I got my Paramount Plus subscription for this show, and now like some people could probably say, well, then why are you keeping it? You know, like you could shut off your subscription for the next year or so until season 4 comes along. Well, you see about that, Tulsa King season 3 is coming out soon, and I'm gonna want to watch that. So but and it's coming out later this month, so you can keep an eye out for that on Show It. I don't know. It's not going to appeal to a lot of the same people who are here all the time, but a lot of people have watched my watch parties of Tulsa King. Like, a lot of people have, and yeah, so many people come in expecting a reaction video. It's like, I think I'm gonna watch it, and it's a good show. Like, I don't usually get into shows that are into the crime genre, but like this one, it's Sylvester Stallone walking around Oklahoma being a wise guy. There's a certain amount of charm and a certain amount of comedy in that. So, I'm definitely gonna be watching that later this month, all the way into November. It's gonna be a lot. So, but I am looking forward to it. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna head off. Next week's episode of Show It for Star Trek month is going to be, oh right, we're gonna be watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine. We're gonna be watching my favorite episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, which, figure this one out, I've never seen before. I'm looking forward to this one. The episode is called In the Pale Moonlight, and I've never seen it, and it's my favorite episode of the show, which I think is saying quite a bit. So, I'm looking forward to that. We'll be doing that next Thursday, so I'm excited for that. Hopefully, you guys are as well. In the meantime, take care. I'm gonna head off for now. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.